ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Aspire Sports Show. I'm Tyler, and I'm here with my co-host. And oh, it's good, Lamar. Hey, yo, you crying? He's crying though. As you can see, the Steelers won today, and I guess we'll have to hear from Ryan. He'll probably say once again, but they don't play nobody. They don't play nobody. So. No, but obviously Steelers stay undefeated. That's the biggest news of today, obviously. But other than that, I mean, really, it wasn't that good of a day for fantasy, really. It was a lot of weird, like if you had obviously Dalvin Cook, you probably had a really good day. Or if you had, who else? Patrick Mahomes, you probably had a good day. I think Tyreek had 2 touchdowns, didn't he? I think 2 receiving touchdowns. Yeah, I mean, there was just like a lot of, obviously we talked about him as well. Justin Herbert, who kind of has 2 interceptions on this game now, but yeah, there just wasn't like your big scoring games. I mean, obviously the Seattle game right now is the highest scoring one, I think, of the whole slate, but it was already projected to be, it was a weird day for fantasy, and it wasn't the best day for fantasy. So hopefully you had some of the guys. We kind of highlighted a few of them. Some of them we kind of missed the spot on. Jimmy G, he was not good. Everybody thought he was going to be good, but he played pretty terrible. But some of the other guys you have, like DJ Dallas, we said to play him. Who's some other guys that we probably talked about? Yeah, Steve, he was good play.
We liked Ayuk, right?
Yeah, Brandon Ayuk. He was good play. My boy Justin Jackson, I talked about him. He was pretty good play before, but Denver won. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. They came back and won that game. But yeah, my boy didn't even play that well. Did he even play today? Tim Patrick. I know he was hurt.
No,
he didn't play. Yeah, so he was hurt. So. What about some of the takeaways from you guys? Ryan, we'll start off with you. Any big takeaways that you?
No,
like,
I mean the
wow.
Bengals had a nice upset win. Joe Burrow looked good, obviously after we.
Dolphins too. Dolphins looked good.
Tua didn't play. I mean, I like Tua long term, but his I didn't watch the game, but his stats didn't look too.
They didn't. Yeah. Well, I think they had like a defensive touchdown and a special teams touchdown. Yeah, so it was like, I don't know how much they were really on the field, but I mean his stats weren't that good, but he didn't need to do anything because the defense was playing well. And yeah. So, but yeah, you're right that the Bengals are like, the Bengals have been a pretty decent team this year. Like they've been in all the games except the Baltimore game. They just haven't sealed the deal on the wins. Like they always lose at the end of the game, but. Hey,
I forgot. I was muted. Until they do that, they're still the Bungles. But hey, yeah, no, I mean, hey, that is true. But what about Tennessee? Yikes! Yeah, Vikings too. Green Bay. Good. What the hell? That's 2 games Cook now.
Destroyed everybody.
That's the biggest question is like, what happened when Green Bay gets behind? Like they just, I feel like they just don't even try animour. Like
Kirk Cousins only attempted 14 passes in that game.
Wow, that's nuts. Did he do anything?
Dalvin carried the ball 30 times.
So. Holy shit! No wonder why he's gonna be hurt again.
What about you, Giggs? I'm sure as a Lions fan, it was frustrating.
Yeah, other than me being on suicide watch, everything's good, boys.
What happened to Galladay?
Galladay's hurt his hip. He didn't return to the game. Still waiting to figure out what's going on there. And yeah, we made Phillip Rivers look like Russell Wilson today.
Were there any other big injury news? I can't really think of.
George Kittle left the game with an ankle injury.
Yes.
Jimmy Garoppolo left the game with an ankle injury.
Both of them started.
Was it an ankle injury, or is they just like, man, you're shit. Get the hell out of here?
He got hurt.
Did he? They were probably like, thank God you got hurt because you're trash. Fucking trash. A beautiful matchup and you blow it, Jimmy G. This is like twice now that he's done this shit. Has a good matchup and he blows it. And then he goes out there in the tough matchups and shows up. It's so frustrating. So frustrating because he was I highlighted him so much to some people. So if I did and you played him, I do apologize. I mean, geez. Gosh, he's trash. Other guys that I kind of highlighted, I feel bad about. I mean, I don't feel bad about, but Michael P. Ryan wasn't the best game. The Jets just suck. They did stay with them for like, I don't want to say stayed with them, but they had some chances in this game in the beginning to kind of keep it close. They just couldn't score. They're like kicking field goals all day, so they had some chances in the very beginning to make it somewhat decent, but they suck. The Jets suck. And then you have New England. What is this now? 4 in a row, 3 in a row that they've lost? I don't know how many games in a row they've lost now, but they suck. Damian Harris had a good game. He looked better.
Did you say anything about Devontae Parker?
Did he get hurt?
Didn't you say something about him getting hurt?
No, I don't think so.
I didn't say anything about Devontae.
I thought you said in the chat earlier, because he only had 1 reception for 3 yards. I thought you said something earlier, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't. Well, once again, I don't. How many passes did Tua really attempt?
22. He was 12 for 22, 93 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, not the best, but season long. Yeah, I believe in you too. I believe in you.
Well, I think that's why the Dolphins were like, let's just put him in because they are a pretty good team overall. So they're probably like, well, obviously Fitzpatrick isn't the only reason why we're winning. Might as well let him ease into his role.
And then what another letdown of a game. The Raiders game. Oh, I had such high hopes for that fantasy wise, and it was.
Oh, you said Parker TD. My bad. I read that wrong. You're right.
That was not a good game as well. I don't even know if Rashad he had 1 catch. I was looking. I was about to play him this week at some of my fantasy leagues. I'm glad I didn't play him. But you do have. We kind of talked about it in that game too. Like they try to run it. You have Josh Jacobs 31 carries in that game, so definitely involved. What are some of the other games that happen here? Let's talk about.
Patriots,
talk
Bills.
About the Bills. I guess we can talk about Josh Allen.
Well, I think the big question is Cam Newton long term. If you're a fantasy owner, what are you gonna do with him?
I think you keep him. We kind of talked about it.
Yeah.
I don't think he had that bad of a game. He did have a rushing touchdown too. We know what his ceiling is. We know what he's capable. Their offense just didn't look good, and he was out without Edelman, right? And
but Cam Newton was the reason they lost too.
That's
He's
true.
the one who had
He
the costly turnover, and it was the last game where he turned the ball over.
It looked like he got tackled by the Bills long snapper. Who the hell was that guy? Honestly, is he good? I don't even know who that guy was. Maybe he's a beast. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you can't trust him in maybe real life football, but fantasy football, he had a decent day. He had 54 yards rushing.
I'm just saying in the sense that the Patriots are a team that don't really put up with fumbles and turnovers, so he can easily lose his job and Stidham come in. So it's just it's just something that if you're going to have Cam Newton as your quarterback, you better have a second option.
I mean, no reality, yeah. They're not paying him that much.
What are the Patriots playing for at this point?
Yeah, right. And that too, yeah. Plus, Bill Belichick doesn't give a shit who you are. If you're going to give them the best chance to win. I mean, I think here's the biggest difference, and I think what would be the deciding factor for Bill Belichick is Cam Newton is a guy who is willing to not listen to the coaches if he thinks he can make a big play. And Jared Stidham's going to be a guy who's going to go in there who doesn't want to make mistakes.
Didn't Stidham have like 3 interceptions that one game he came in?
Yeah,
He's not
sure.
any good.
I know that,
Fucking
but
trash.
Cam Newton's maybe Bill Belichick doesn't like him extending plays. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot to be said about it. Yeah, I know.
We don't.
Yeah, sure, but
he
benched him.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think he's fine, but we'll see. Maybe he does get benched. I feel like he's their best chance to win. I mean,
I agree.
So we'll see what happens. But I think that, if we're really talking about something, we're talking about the MVP race. We got, Russ and obviously Patrick Mahomes. But finally, Big Ben should be up there. I mean, this team, and you can say what you want about stat-wise, but this team went 8-8 last year with the defense that they still have. And now Ben's there, and all of a sudden this team is 7-0. But nobody talks about Ben. He went out there. He didn't look good in the first half. I'll give you that. Second half, he looked like a fucking man on that mission, especially that touchdown drive. I think he had like 7 completions on that touchdown drive. He was a beast. A beast.
I mean, I just want to know, people in Rodgers' best years, he'll have a stat line. He'll go 21 for 28. He'll have 250 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he gets praised on ESPN. But Ben Roethlisberger has one of the, it's not that good of a game. Well, it doesn't need to be glaring numbers. If you don't turn the ball over and your team wins, obviously he could have given some more opportunities to the team. But I also think coaching and play calling has a little bit to do with that. Even after third down conversions they don't get, he's like this towards the sideline with his hands up looking at Fietner like, what the fuck are you doing? So
well, that's why I think on that drive they're doing no huddle, and he just went out there and fucking balled out. But I do think, because if you're looking at the futures like the MVP, and you're looking at the odds, Lamar Jackson was ahead of him. And now, I mean, this shows Lamar Jackson is fucking trash.
And he's going to play them
good.
again.
He's not good, okay? I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. The team is, sure, he obviously influences the run game, but the team is so good running the ball. Like, their scheme is so good running the ball. They were moving Pittsburgh on the front without 2 of their best offensive linemen. Like,
let's put it this way. Harbaugh won a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. It's coaching. He's a great coach. He's an incredible coach. And that's why him and Tomlin, what is it? How many games did they face each other? Was it 24 games? The fourth longest streak?
That one interception was really bad that he threw that. Highsmith, is that his name?
Spillane. Oh, yeah, Well, that was a great play by Highsmith, too. But yeah, that wasn't.
But there's nobody.
Yeah,
he didn't see him.
It was double coverage, and it was a very weak throw.
It was like, and there should have been some other ones where he's getting hit and he's like falling down, and he's just throwing the ball up there. Hey, what up, Lamar? Hey, yo, what's good, Lamar? Look at that crybaby. Anyways, let's stop talking about the Steelers. But any other games that we want to kind of highlight?
Ryan, who's winning tonight?
The Eagles.
I agree.
Let's talk about the game real quick. The Green Bay game. I mean, what do we think about Green Bay going forward?
I still am pretty high on them.
You think can still win the NFC?
Yeah, when Jones is back.
But like, who's their competition in the NFC besides Seattle and Tampa? Because I don't see them having any challenge with New Orleans. I don't see them having a challenge.
They beat Tampa Bay though.
No, but I know. But that's what I'm saying. They're gonna get there, and I don't know. I mean, Tampa, injuries could riddle them. Anything can happen by that time, anyway.
True.
So, but Tampa for me is the best team in the NFC. I don't really care what anybody else says. And then right behind them is Seattle if they could get a defense. What, Ryan?
I said, yeah, they're the best team in the NFL, and then I started laughing.
I mean, honestly, the 2 teams that worry me against the Steelers are Kansas City and Tampa. Those are the 2 teams that worry me.
I think Kansas City's right there. I mean, I think they lost to the Raiders, but it's a team like the Steelers aren't going to go fucking 16-0. Neither are the Chiefs. They're going to lose a couple of games.
I think they'll lose to a team that I think they're going to beat. Like, I think they'll beat Jacksonville, but I guarantee they'll probably lose.
I really want to see what the line is next week for the Steelers game, because I'm going to bet on the Cowboys, because this is one of the games. Like, the Steelers just go down there, they go to Dallas, and they fucking shit the bed. Like, they go out there, and the offense looks like shit. This is just one of those classic Mike Tomlin games. Oh my God, I don't think they lose, but they keep it close.
Yeah, maybe, but I only say they don't because James Conner is probably going to run out the clock. He's been on fire this year.
But
statistically, I guess not too much today. But no, let's talk about J.K. Dobbins. Why don't we talk about J.K. Dobbins?
J.K. Dobbins is a stud, and that's what I was tweeting during the game. Like, yes, Gus Edwards had a couple of runs, but like J.K. Dobbins is breaking tackles. He's like spinning in and out of the place.
He's shifty.
Like Gus Edwards, he hits the hole hard, and he can maybe break a tackle or two, but like he's straight. Where J.K. Dobbins is like moving all over the place. Like he looks good.
Hey, Ryan, can you grab me a drink from the basement, dude?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Giggs, did you watch that game? Did you see Dobbins play? Or were you watching the Detroit game?
And also, Giggs, after you comment about Swift, too, I want to hear your opinion on Swift and what happened today.
Yeah, I didn't like Swift coming into that game because I know that the Colts have arguably the best or second best rush defense. I did think he'd be involved in the pass more. But if you watch the Detroit game, their offense is absolutely nothing without Kenny Golladay. And for some reason, they were running on second and third down with Adrian Peterson. So I'm just at the point where I really don't know what's going on in Detroit. And I don't really know if you want any pieces in Detroit other than TJ Hawkinson. Maybe
Kenny
Matt
Golladay?
Stafford. Kenny Galladay's hurt, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a long-term injury or not.
You think Matt Patricia deserves to be fired?
Absolutely.
I agree. I think he sucks. Well, it's not that I think he sucks. It's just like I just don't get it with some of these coaches that just like we've talked about it so many times. Like, why are you playing Adrian Peterson? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, I get it, he's AP, and maybe you want to kind of conserve Swift a little bit, but at the same time, like, if somebody gives you the best chance to win a football game, like, you play that guy.
Especially,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched the whole game. Swift would not have given us a better opportunity because I think he finished the day with like -8 rushing yards.
Did he really?
He was trying to make something out of nothing constantly and was getting wrapped up in the backfield where at least AP would try to plow ahead to get you 2-3 yards. He still was an effective runner, but Swift 2 times made it so Detroit was backed up like on their own 10 and had the punt because he was bouncing it outside, probably not looking for the hole, trying to make something out of nothing. And that's something he always did in college. But at the end of the day, you're playing one of the best defenses in the league. You got to take what they give you and try to make the best of it. He was trying to get too cute. And I think they were getting too cute with the play calling as well. I think they're best when they let Matt Stafford rip it. And unfortunately, they didn't have Kenny Golladay for that game. And he had a pick 6, which really put the game out of reach. But overall, I still think Detroit's a somewhat competitive team. But if you give up 42 points a game, you're not gonna win.
Agreed.
Thoughts on Dobbins, Giggs?
Dobbins is a fine back. He was one of my favorite coming in, but as long as Gus Edwards is there and as soon as Ingram gets healthy, I still don't think he's viable this year in fantasy.
I just wonder if they start to. I think they were testing him a little bit the beginning of the season. And I just wonder now after this week if they're going to be like, okay, let's give him as many touches as Ingram, or not as many, but more touches than Edwards, and kind of lean him more towards like the passing game or like the option for them. That was working so well. I wonder if they're going to continue to do that. Could you imagine Ingram and Dobbins in the backfield when they run those read options and those classic option plays? Like, that was it's actually kind of fun to watch, even though it was against the Steelers. It was actually kind of crazy to watch because they're getting really creative.
Even like Tony Romo was talking about it during that game, is that like they missed those 2 offensive linemen. They were doing things that they haven't done all season because they were just scheming. Like, they were putting their players in the best position as to like how they play the game. So they were doing more zone blocking, and then they were doing that option read as well. Like, they're just doing creative things that they don't do. So I think Dobbins though looked really fucking good. Like, really, like, I'm nervous because I really wanted the Steelers to draft him, which obviously it worked out pretty good because they drafted Claypool instead. But J.K. Dobbins looked like a stud running the football. Like, he was just so hard to bring down and everything.
What Claypool said was hilarious.
What did he say?
He said, "Losing, never heard of her." My opponent has 0 players left. All I have left is Wentz. What are my odds on winning? Well, how many points we talking, Butthead? That's his name, Butthead.
I know. Is it like Beavis? It looks like Butthead. Yeah, from
it's Beavis not Beavis.
Wentz is going to put up a lot of points tonight.
Yeah, right, guy. You tell him.
He's been like a top. His last like 6 weeks or something, he's been like a top 10 fantasy quarterback. It may even be higher. Like, I don't know if it's top 5. I feel like he was like QB6 maybe. But the last weeks, I mean, they haven't been winning a ton, but he's been good fantasy.
His past 3 weeks, he's been a QB1 for sure.
Yeah.
He should have a good game tonight, for sure.
Down 27. Oh,
Down 20. Hey, he could get there. I mean, last week I think he had like 35 points.
Okay, I forgot they're playing Dallas. Holy shit, I keep
they're
forgetting.
playing Dallas.
Anything's possible when you're playing Dallas.
I think Butthead's going to get the win.
But the only thing I will say that does worry me is that this game doesn't be competitive. That's the only thing that I'm worried about. Like, I feel like Philly could go out there and crush them. Dallas's offensive line sucks. And I'd imagine that they're going to crush them up first. What's his name? The quarterback? Danucci. He's going to get pressured hard and often. And I do think he has a good game. But I also think Boston Scott has a good game too.
DK Metcalf against the 49ers. 12 catches, 161 yards, 2 touchdowns, 40.1 fantasy points.
Speaking of Boston Scott, though, his over-under for receiving yards is set at 22.5 on FanDuel.
Oh, you're smashing the over?
Yeah. When he was their featured back last week, and he had like 48 receiving yards.
I think that's pretty crazy.
I mean, that's over.
22.5.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Whoa. So if you're going to be betting on some games tonight, the over.
I don't even know what that was about. I mean, it's over.
That'll be part of the parlay for the people.
Who's the Bears player that I didn't see that? He punched that dude? Why did he do that?
Mims.
Oh, Mims, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Because he's an idiot.
There's literally no reason.
I read something, though, that dude's got to be running his mouth all the time.
Probably, but
same dude that
what
Michael
the
Thomas
hell?
Who was it?
That John C. Gardner Johnson or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's the rookie that Michael Thomas clocked, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Look at Alvin Kamara, dude. 9 catches for 96 yards. If you have an Alvin Kamara, man, especially in a PPR league, the dude is such a beast. He is so good.
Yeah, he's the reason why Chris is going to probably beat me.
I don't understand how, I guess I understand because he's just so good, but it's so predictable. Like some of the, not Phillip Rivers, Breeze just, all they do is pass the ball 5 yards down the field every single time. And they somehow are so good at it. Crazy. It's crazy, dude. But I think Anthony Miller came alive for the Bears too. 8 catches, 73 yards. Finally, he does something. Finally. But Darnell Mooney, we've talked about him a bit on this show too. 5 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown. What a stud.
Hey, just to be clear, we can come back to this. Didn't 2 of you get first touchdown right on Thursday?
Yeah.
Curtis Samuel?
Yeah.
I think both you both called that.
No, it was me. It was me. I agreed with Tyler, remember?
Yeah.
So who do you think is going to be the first touchdown scorer tonight? One from each side.
It is so annoying right now to look at because they're literally usually you can get pretty good odds because the teams are competitive and you don't really know, but it is completely stacked the Eagles' way because they don't see it happening for the Cowboys, so the odds aren't as good as normal.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to pick one for the Cowboys, I'd probably say CeeDee Lamb. I think he has a solid game today. Definitely down on Amari Cooper, up on CeeDee Lamb. But then if we're going Eagles, I'll go Fulgham. If you want to get a little deeper, Reagor in his first game back would be a good one too.
Are you looking at, is this on FanDuel or DraftKings, or are you looking at either one?
I currently have FanDuel pulled up, but I can look up both. Oh, and by the way, if you're doing Carson Wentz, which he's also an interesting one for first touchdown scorer, it's boosted on DraftKings to plus 1,500 from plus 1,100. Just make sure you go to the odds boost for it, because if you just click on it normally, they don't give you the odds boost by default. You got to click on the odd boost.
I'm going to go, oh gosh, yeah, Dallas is just, I don't see them scoring first, but if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with, I'll pick the Eagles first. So I'd probably say, I'll say Greg Ward is going to be my first touchdown scorer for the Eagles. And then on the other side of the ball, I'll say if Dallas happens to even score tonight, they'll probably score once, I'd imagine, maybe. We'll see. But if they do score once, and if they score first, I'll say I feel like it's going to be a lucky. So I think that it would be like a broken coverage, so like Michael Gallup deep or something like that. Like if they were to happen to score first, I feel like they're not going to drive the ball down the field and score. It's going to be something lucky. So I'd say like Michael Gallup.
No, it's Cedric Wilson. He's the first touchdown scorer.
Dallas defense. I was thinking about maybe picking them. Maybe they get like a kickoff return.
Oh no, there's definitely. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, pick 6, first drive. Yeah.
No, that I feel like they need something lucky to be able to score first. So.
I wouldn't be surprised for any time though if you want to take a little bit of a long shot. Eagles defense, special teams.
True.
On a 6 from something from this guy.
Mm-hmm. That's not bad.
Did something happen in that game?
What game?
What,
I forgot
Saints
that.
game?
I forgot that.
I don't think so.
Kamara just ran for 20 yards.
No, they'll probably win then, because they just need a field goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll probably win.
Well,
Hey,
let's miss the field goal earlier though.
if you are a David Montgomery owner, I mean, you're obviously pretty happy about today's game. He definitely had. They looked decent. The Bears did, obviously, like offensively.
Bears.
But definitely Montgomery was much more efficient than what he has been all season long. So hopefully you watched our trade video, buy and sell, because in that video he was a buy. So hopefully you bought into that.
Did Trubisky end up coming in at all anymore? He came in for that one play.
Oh no.
What happened?
Oh, they got a flag. It looks like delay a game. Yeah.
Oh. But Trubisky came in for one play to run the not the option. What the heck is that? When the running back stands next to you and you pull or you keep. I can't think of the name.
A read option, yeah.
Yeah, so he came in for one play like that, and like the first quarter came back in at all.
What a fall from the grace. Hey, Dallas should try to trade for him.
I was like, I just don't.
I thought if Dallas was going to do anything, if they were actually serious about this season, I thought someone would try to make a move for Fitzpatrick if they're going to Tua. Yeah. But it doesn't look like anyone is in that
know.
position.
Yeah, but a lot of people are saying, like, if you're Miami, why would you even want to get rid of Fitzpatrick?
Well, I don't understand. If you're Dallas, why did you move Griffin? Emerson Griffin? That's what his name is, right?
Everson Griffin? Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you move him if you... I don't know what his contract was.
Yeah, if he's on a 1-year deal, I guess get something for him. Which I think it was like a makeup type contract, like see what you can do, see if you get paid from it type of contract. Because I think he went unsigned for a while.
That's why I don't think it's crazy that Cam Newton gets benched, because that's what his contract is. It's $1 million, then there's a bunch of incentives.
Cam Newton didn't even move his family to New England.
Did you see Gilmore put his house up for sale?
No.
Yeah,
really?
I did see that.
Yeah.
Gilmore's going to get traded. That's why they don't play him today.
He was hurt today, yeah.
If he goes to Seattle, I'm going to throw something.
I don't think Seattle has a cap space.
I don't. Maybe. Like, who do they really have that they're paying besides Russ? And that's it. Like, who are they paying?
I'm pretty sure they're already strapped for cap space as is. I'll look it up.
That's kind of crazy. Like, who the fuck are they paying now?
He's going to come play with Patricia.
I read that he put it up for sale and said that he needs it closed by November 3rd. And I'm pretty sure that's a trade deadline. So I think
that's when you got to vote.
I didn't know.
Well, that's probably why.
If you guys haven't seen everywhere.
Are you guys registered to vote by any chance?
If you didn't send in your mail-in ballot, it's not too late. Just bring it with you. And if you're waiting in line when the ballots close, you can still cast your ballot.
Are you like reading the text that you get every day?
This is Kevin from America First.
Right now, they have 440,000 in cap space. The Seahawks do, so they have no cap space. Their top ones are Russell Wilson. I mean, Russell Wilson, $31 million a year is eating into that massively.
Yeah.
And then you have Bobby Wagner, 14. Dwayne Brown, 12. Tyler Lockett, 12. KJ Wright, 10.
Wow.
So you have
it does add up a little bit. Well, now they probably picked up Dunlop's contract, so that's even more money. I can't even imagine how he's probably getting paid.
No, his isn't too bad. His $4 million.
I was gonna say 6. Damn. That still adds up though.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder what it's going to be like next year. I wonder if it goes up.
If Gilmore goes anywhere, I think that a team, because I'm pretty sure they have a ton of cap space, but like the 49ers, I feel like that would be, I don't know how that would work.
They do have
like
Everett and Sherman, though. That's
yeah, Sherman sucks.
Yeah, but if we're talking money.
Yeah, but if you're going to talk about a team that's
what is this? Was this Nick Bosa's third year or second year?
I don't know.
If it's his third year, then he's going into a contract year next year. Second? Okay,
are you talking about Nick Bosa?
Yeah, it's his third, right? Or second.
49ers
second.
Bosa, this is
yeah,
second
49er.
year.
Nick Bosa is his second year, yeah. Because last year wasn't he rookie? Was he rookie of the year last year?
Yes, defensive.
Yeah, defensive rookie of the year, yeah.
So you know, sleeper team that could end up trading for him. I could see the Browns coming in. Honestly, I think they have a ton of cap space. They have Ward on one side, and I mean, they at least. I feel like them winning a couple games, they feel like they're actually like contenders at this point because they do have a solid record, and they could kind of go in for someone like that. Ward obviously on the one side, but I'm not sure who their other cornerback is. That
Greedy.
Oh yeah, but he's hurt.
Yeah, he's been hurt. I don't know if he's back. I know he's.
You know who's gonna get him? Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay's got really good corners as is.
I just think that's where everybody goes.
I don't know what their cap space situation is. I imagine they're probably. I don't know. They might have a decent amount. I don't know how much they paid Tom. How much did Tom get paid?
Probably a lot. Wasn't it a lot of money that they signed him for?
I don't remember.
They
have $5 million,
wasn't it?
So it was like 21. I think it averaged out to like 25 or 30.
Bad.
Pretty even, yeah.
Well, I mean, he probably thought about it as like, I mean, if I want to win, it's not like he needs the money.
Yeah.
He's set for life.
Yeah. So who do we think is going to win today?
The Eagles.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
The Cowboys are good.
Yeah, I feel like tonight's going to be not a good one. But hey, we'll see.
Do the Cowboys trade one of their wide receivers?
No, I doubt it. I don't think the Cowboys make the only way that I guess because now thinking about it, yeah, Griffin. I mean, if he's on a 1-year contract, yeah, I guess trade him to get rid of something. It depends on what they
trade Gallup maybe.
Dak. Well, are you going to trade at the end of the season? Do you sign Dak or do you let him go?
I don't think
that's going to be.
I don't even think it's a question of do they. I don't think Dak is going to go back there. I don't think Dak wants to go back. I don't think after Jerry Jones, and then I mean, let's be real. I'm sure, what's his name hit him up and was probably like, "I told you, it wasn't all my fucking fault, dude." And the Giants. He went to the Giants. Fucking what's his name?
Oh,
God.
Garrett.
Jason Garrett. I don't know. They're a mess. I think really what the issue is Jerry Jones needs to step the fuck down.
Ooh, you know what? Know who would be a good team? I'm going to see if they have. Since we're on trade rumors, I feel like this would be a good team. But let me check out their cap space before I say them because I don't know. I'd say the Titans.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a team that their defense hasn't been very, and they have $7 million in cap space. Could maybe make a move, make that happen. They're right there too. It would definitely be an upgrade over what they got. So, because you have Butler on one side, and then I forget it's another Patriots corner that's on the other side, but he's like 36 years old. I forget who it is. Jonathan Jones, that's who it is. I think he played for the Patriots, didn't he, for a little bit?
Yeah, I think so.
Woo, close call.
Can I get the buzzer?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get it pulled up.
Ooh, Arizona. It might be another team. They're really trying to. I mean, they still have a shot at the division.
Yeah, true.
I feel like they have a ton of money in that secondary though, with Peterson and Matthew.
Yeah, maybe.
Air horn sound effect. Okay.
Wait, Matthew.
Tyrann Matthew. I thought
he's in Kansas
no,
City.
I'm
plays.
thinking of Buda Baker. I'm thinking of Buda Baker.
Yeah,
Buda
Buda
Baker.
Baker. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Buda Baker.
Didn't he just get a new
How
deal?
do I share?
I was just about to look.
I think Buda just got paid too.
Do you think he's a Buddhist?
Yeah,
That's probably why, dude.
I think he has to be.
Yeah, I don't think like when he was born that like he's gonna be Buddhist, right? And they were like, yeah, for sure. He's in his contract year, so I don't know if he got his extension last year or if they're paying him this year.
Can you hear it?
No. Oh yeah, I can. It's quiet.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
It's
But it's all
quiet.
right. I'm ready. The people know it's time.
Yeah,
Yes,
what's the
4-year, $59 million extension.
He did get that?
Yeah, 4 years, $59 million, and a $10 million signing bonus with $22.1 million in guarantees.
All right, I'm ready. Here's what we got tonight for the parlay for the people. I'm gonna go Eagles. All right, Eagles to cover 10.5. Boston Scott to have over 22.5 receiving yards, and Jaylen Reagor to score a touchdown anytime. That $10 bet would pay $113.
What was it one more time? Say it again.
Eagles to cover 10.5.
Mm-hmm.
Boston Scott over 22.5 receiving yards, and Jaylen Reagor to score anytime.
Awfully great.
It's a parlay for the people.
That's not too bad. Book it. Somebody put it. Yeah, I'll put it on the Twitter.
What happened?
Put it on Twitter.
All right, Twitter. Giggs, do you have any bets that you made tonight?
I would go Greg Ward over, or is that stupid? I don't know. They got that wide receiver back. His over is only like 37.5. I like that.
I don't know who he's going to take away from. That's what's tough. I don't think it'll be Fulgham. Fulgham's made his way into that offense. That's why I feel safe with Fulgham. But Ward, yeah, you could definitely see a downtick with Reagor back because Reagor's like ready to go. He's not like he wasn't like a game time decision like this dude's ready to play. So I don't think his snaps will be like limited too much or anything.
Oh, Mitch Jedi. Yeah, the
I
cams
also
were
like
down.
Zeke's
I don't
rushing
know
yards.
what happened, but they're back.
Under?
I know. I kind of like the over. I think it's
Really?
kind of low. I mean, it's 60. I don't know. I think you can get 70 rushing yards a day. What else are they going to do? I just imagine they're going to have to try to run if the pass doesn't work, even if they fall behind. I know Philly's got a good front seven, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
somebody will have to do something, you know.
Final thoughts? Any tips? Any last-minute bets? Any cute tips?
No, Ty, I sent that over to you if you were posting it, or I can post it. It doesn't matter. But no, I expect Eagles to look good tonight. Carson Wentz is going to look good, I think. Like I said, I think they cover because that's not me being homer. I just think the Cowboys are that bad.
Simpson?
There's no way the Eagles disappoint me tonight.
Oh, there you go. Right on cue, too. No way Eagles disappoint me tonight. That means that they're going to disappoint.
Rodney's 2 for 6 on the season. He's making me nervous.
Is that what Rodney said? He's such an idiot.
Well, he must be betting on the Eagles. All right.
All right, final thoughts?
Are there any thoughts?
Biased? Who's biased?
Yeah,
Ryan?
Ryan. Yeah, we know.
Who called me biased though?
Mitch.
Have fun and
Mitch.
got some playmakers. Get the ball
Mitch
in
who?
the hands quick. How can the Cowboys win?
I don't want to say his last name, but not the one that starts with a B.
And then they're gonna have to control the line of scrimmage a little with Zeke Elliott in the run game. I think that's the
one that starts with a C.
Picks brought to you by Lowe's. That was a heck of a day.
No, the one that starts with a K.
Yeah, I'm his favorite outfielder. Don't tell Richie though. He always says that.
You're his favorite infielder. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Send us tons of money on PayPal if you really want to. Sign up on Thrive Fantasy. The link is down below in the description. They'll match your first deposit up to $50. That's free money.
Add Kyle on AIM. He's single.
Yes, add me on AIM. Big wiener guy, 69x420. I am single, ready to mingle, and I'll drive anywhere within a 700-mile radius. All right. Any final thoughts, anybody?
No, go Birds.
Nope. No final thoughts. It was a average day of fantasy today. It wasn't that crazy. So.
Well, all that matters is Steelers won. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers.
Hey, I do want to say. I did say take the Steelers minus 3.5. The spread though. Hey, that worked out.
Plus 3.5.
Oh yeah, plus 3.5. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. That's Mitchell and Ness.
I did say if it was the other way, they would have actually lost because I think they lost by 4. So you would have lost the bet if it was the other way. But I still would have taken Baltimore had the spread went the other way. But yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Hey, we'll see you next time, guys. It was a fun day of fantasy. See you, dudes.
See ya, brothers and sisters.